The family, and welcome again to my YouTube channel. We're going to be going through the GBPJPY assets. Last week we had an analysis on GBPJPY, which was calling out for more bullish continuation until we see some retracements. Unless we see a retracement to a break, then we can now begin to look for counter selling opportunities. So, and during the course of the week, I remember sharing some outlook for us in the free community, and the link is below in the description box so you can join. And I was explaining that this is my bias for GBPJPY and why I should be looking for some bullish, some bearish move for that particular period of time. So it's pretty much a decent move for us. And I shared it to the family and then shared it to the community. I was saying, let's keep our eyes because of the JPY basket and then some news which we saw concerning the China and then the US tariff thing. So I was saying we might be seeing the JPY basket pair. All right, we might be seeing it strengthen for some period of time. I think this was the analysis. I don't know if you can see this clearly here. And just where we shared it in the community on May 15th, the case. So I was saying that the US President Donald Trump says the US will achieve a thorough reset in relationships with China after both countries agreed to reduce tariffs on each other goods, on each other's goods for about 90 days. And I said that, okay, based on that, we should be seeing some strength on the JPY basket. So I called out for this opportunity and I was like, let's expect this move, this expansion to the upside, okay? Let's see price come into or break these previous support levels into these levels, and you can see some bullish continuations. Hence, we are looking for bearish continuations of the GBPJPY. All right, we looked for an opportunity, hoping that price will come back into the demand and supply levels, or rather support and resistance levels, before we start selling the market. And we didn't really see price coming in there, but then we were able to get a different opportunity. All right, so this was when we got that break on the JPY basket into the demand and supply levels, hoping for some bullish continuation. So this was the level we were waiting for GBPJPY for that sell continuation move. But then I saw some other price reaction within this zone, and immediately I saw my pattern and what exactly I needed to look out for from. This was exactly the trade I took. All right, execution at the close of this candle, stop loss just right above the highs, and this was how far we went to the trade. This was how far we went to the trade. Okay, this is the evidence of the execution that I took the trade, and I got exited somewhere around here. Price came just right into this region, and I saw some other reactions that I wasn't really comfortable with. So I executed the trade, although I got another entry right from here, executed somewhere here. Okay, but then the execution of the exit of this particular trade, entry SL was somewhere right there, just about a 1-to-1 risk to reward, not much. And this was the original intended TP. You can see how it came just very close to it, but price didn't give us that TP. So that was the bulk of the things that we were expecting. And it was pretty much a decent price movement for us. Okay, so now going into this week, I still have that bearish bias. Before I come into the GBPJPY, I would like to touch on the JPY basket. Okay, I would like to touch the JPY basket. From the monthly time frame, if you've been following and how I conduct my analysis, you realize that from the monthly time frame, the daily range I'm more interested in is the most recent swing highs and swing lows, which is going to span from this particular lows all the way to this particular high. Okay, so going down to the daily time frame, and like I taught my students, I just want to continue trading in the direction of the daily time frame until I see a break. And if you turn to, because I'm a strong believer of the daily time frame bias. I believe that every time frame has a story to tell, and the daily time frame here is giving us a pretty much decent story at the moment. So after we got this daily break, and then we started seeing some lower lows, lower highs, we closed below this low. So to me, this is a legit lower lows and lower highs. I don't see that as internal liquidity. Once it comes to the daily time frame, every structural turning point means a higher highs or a higher lows for me. I don't interpret them as a liquidity. Just majorly specifically to the daily time frame, because I believe that the daily time frame structure is very strong to cause a move. All right, so this thing that we're going to be calling a sweep of liquidity now could be that potential break to lead us to the bullish side. All right, so it's very much important to me, and that is how I interpret. So in this particular case, like if you look here now, we have these highs, lows. You might be calling this an internal liquidity right here, okay? But then that was a break for me. That break after these highs and these lows, all right, that break eventually led to a new low being formed. I cannot call any of all the structural points, the higher highs or the higher lows, because they happened within a range of the previous daily break of structure. Okay, so having said that, we can see that we already have a daily break of structure right here on the JPY basket, which will in turn mean a bullish continuation for us. Easiest target is going to be these levels and potentially the levels above. And how long should we see us buying this asset? I want us to continue buying this asset until we see a counter daily break of structure. Now, the way the JPY basket works is, the JPY basket is a basket of all the JPY currency, the USD JPY, Euro JPY, GBP JPY, CAD JPY, CHF JPY, AUD JPY, NZD JPY, all the JPYs you can think of, right? The basket of all those things. And I love using it for my directional bias. So having gotten this now, I know that we are bullish on this guy, because you can see this was how Friday can close just right above that level. So that is the break right there for me. So what we can potentially expect, and you can see some support levels broke back into it. So what we can expect, probably some retracement, and we begin to see price rally to the upside. Okay. So having said that, that was now what, in addition to the fundamentals also, this was what I called out for the family, and I was like, let's keep our eyes on these support and resistance levels. A break into this level will signal a very good buying opportunities for us. So immediately I saw this candlestick close, I loved the way the bullish candlestick closed right here. Okay, it's an engulfing candle, all right, and it closed just right into that support and resistance level that we are looking at. So the next candle obviously would have just been where we would have found that entry to enjoy the ride, which was on Thursday. So Wednesday into Thursday morning, we were able to get that ride, and that was the trade I called for GBPJPY. We were able to get that ride, and some little pullback on Friday. So let's say if by Monday or by next week we can test this particular support on resistance, and the resistance now turn support, because this was once a support, turn resistance right here. You can see how it's resisted price, but now resistance turned back again to support. So let's see if we can expect price to come right into this region, and we'll begin to take price to the upside. Okay. So having said that, a bullish JPY basket simply means bearishness in all XXS JPY. So if we are buying the JPY basket, you want to be selling the GBPJPY, USD JPY, Euro JPY, and every other XXS JPY pairs that you have out there. So coming to the GBPJPY, what we should be expecting is what? More bearishness. And if you look at the daily time frame range, though we've gotten that break on the basket, we've not gotten. So there are chances that we still have a long way for these sales and retracement. More evidences are the imbalances we have here, and some other structural points that you can find probably here. So we should actually see more bearishness on the GBPJPY coming, all right, in the coming days. All right, the best thing we can just see is maybe a bullish price action. Price comes into the region up there, and we're beginning to sell the market up to right to the downside. So depending on how much this sell is going to happen, I'm going to be much looking for bearish bias. And as you can see, the way the 4 hours is relating, there are chances that we might not get that deep retracement to the upside. We could also, but I will be very much intentional to watch price reaction and what price is going to do for us in the following days, because I'm pretty much sure that we are definitely seeing this lows cleared, and potentially even this lows cleared, as we expect those bearish price actions. Okay. So this is going to be my bias for GBPJPY. And easy targets. This was that trade I took on the 15 minutes time frame, somewhere right there. All right. And the easiest target was here. I believe that price journey from one level to another level. So immediately we got here and that retracement, I was looking for I was looking for another entry that we could potentially use. And I saw some price reaction, picked up another entry right from here. And that was exactly the trade that I took again, the second trade after the initial exit I took somewhere around there. So let's see if we can get some more bearish price action. And if you scroll just right into what price is doing here, you will see those support and resistance zone. Pretty much interesting to me. And where the support and resistance zone, we should beyond just applying support and resistance. One of the things that is very much important to me is where the support and resistance is happening. And I explained that in our community about some levels that you should focus on, feed levels that you should focus on for support and resistance to form. So immediately I saw this, I told them on Friday, look, I think this is the day we're going to stay out because we have some serious support zone, they've broken out and it's serving as a very strong resistance. But I feel that even if they want to sell, they're going to give us a fake out to trap early buyers or to trap people that will try to buy from here for the bearish continuation move, considering what we have on the JPY basket. And that was exactly what we got, okay? So we got that these guys trapped the buyer. So imagine somebody seeing this move and saying, okay, wow, okay, we are back into this. Let's buy from these levels and take price all the way up. What did you just see? They are just seeing price coming back, closing again into that level, telling you that this was a fake out move there that they did there. So having seen that fake out, we could potentially see that retracement from here. So, but then we'll wait for the market open and by tomorrow we'll keep our eyes and see how we can play and have this particular play. Now, the updates on the trades that will potentially come out from this, I'm going to be dropping them in the free channel. If you found value in this video, please do well to hit that like and subscribe buttons. Also, click on that notification bell to be getting more of this and on notification whenever I release the content, and also drop some comments if there are challenges or there are assets you would like me to also analyze for you. Just drop them in the comment box. I'm going to check on them and I'm going to look into them. The major asset I trade for now is GBPJPY. I focus strictly on the GBPJPY, just a little here and there when it comes to USDJPY and GBPUSD, but majorly GBPJPY. And that is why you see in the channel so far, I've just been dropping analysis only on GBPJPY, okay? So, but if you have something you want me to look out for, you just drop in the channel, in the Telegram community or in the comment section, and I'm going to address that for you, okay? So having said that, thank you so much for hanging on to this particular point. I hope you got one or two things. I wish you a successful week ahead. Trade safe, clap easy, don't blow your account. And for trade updates that will potentially come out from here, you can join the free Telegram community. Our bootcamp will be coming up soon. I'm also going to make an announcement for that very soon. We'll see the flyers. And various other content in the Telegram community. We'll be having a live trading session very soon, and I'll just send in a Zoom link. I will trade just for the day, all right? Not pre-London session now, just a live trading session, maybe starting by 10 a.m. to around 1 p.m. and we'll just be on the chat. The Zoom link is going to be shared to the free Telegram community. So if you want to partake in that session, you can also join the free Telegram community. All right, so thank you very much. Cheers and God bless. Shalom, shalom.